Hey guys, long time no see. Very long time no see. Probably the longest break I've ever taken from YouTube. I wish I could call it a break. It wasn't really much of a break. It was the busiest period of my life ever. Let's get into what I've been up to and why I haven't been here vlogging for you guys. So I think the last time we talked here on YouTube was November. I think my last video was around Halloween time. Since then, I've gotten married. Chris and I got married in England. It was amazing. The two of us sat down and filmed a video talking all about it, and I'm working on editing that right now. At the moment it's like an hour long and I feel like I need to cut that down a bit because I feel like that's a bit excessive. So I'm working on it and I'll get that out for you guys as soon as I can. Besides the wedding, I was also sick for 3 months of the 6 months I haven't seen you guys. I don't know what the hell I had. It was the flu or some form of COVID, or I don't know, but I was so sick that I could not get out of bed and it sucked. Luckily, I got better somehow and I've been okay for a while, so fingers crossed that doesn't come back, whatever the heck that was. On top of that, the main thing I've been working on the past few months is I've been opening a new branch of my stationery company, Neko Post, here in England. If you're new to my channel, I should probably do a little bit of a backstory. I've been living in Japan for the last over 2 decades now. During COVID, I started a little stationery company with my friend Ushka. I actually stayed at her Airbnb, and during that time, we both discovered that we love stationery, and we got chatting, and we were like, why isn't there a good stationery subscription service? I felt like they all sucked. So we decided to create that, and we created Neko Post. It started out as us curating our favorite little stationery bits and shipping them out to our customers overseas once a month. It's kind of evolved into a whole shop now. We do all sorts of items. We've had so much trouble shipping to Europe. We had to stop shipping to Europe altogether a couple years ago when regulations changed because Japan Post just didn't have the infrastructure to handle it. And we have been racking our brains trying to figure out how the heck to open shipping back up to Europe. So I told Ushka, I want to spend more time in England. I love it there. Why don't we open a branch there and have a bunch of stock there, and we can try and ship out our products from that base using the English postal system. Hopefully that will be a lot more feasible than using Japan Post. That's the plan. That's the long-term plan. As I've been looking into it, I see that it is still really difficult to ship to Europe from England, but I have friends here in England that have stationery companies and they are able to send to Europe, so I'm going to talk with them and I'm going to figure out how to do it. I want to make it happen. This year, we really want to focus our energy on Neko Post. We both love it so much. It started out as just a fun little hobby, and we've kind of been treating it as a hobby over the years. When I think about it, I think it's the thing I enjoy the most, and I don't see why I shouldn't be putting more energy into my favorite thing of all time. That just feels like the right thing to do. So this year, my main focus is really going to be on my stationery stuff and really take it seriously and see where we can go with it. I've always got all these ideas of things I want to do. Ushka and I have talked about products we want to develop, artists we want to work with, and we just have not had the time or capacity to make any of it happen. So for the last couple months, I've been going back and forth England and Japan, trying to figure out how to get a visa for England, start a business in England, rent an office space, and just all the headache, not fun stuff. Nothing that I could really vlog because I didn't know if it was all going to work out, and I didn't want to make a big announcement like, ooh, I'm opening an office in England, and then it didn't happen. So I wanted to wait until everything was like, okay, it feels like it's actually going to happen now, before mentioning anything to you guys. All the paperwork is done, I think. I feel like I should touch wood when I say that because holy crap, it's been a lot of paperwork, a lot of just winging it and figuring things out on the go, but I think I'm now officially a business owner in England with a rented office space that is in need of a makeover, but I'm getting there. I've started hanging up some cute pictures and it's starting to feel a bit more me. It started out like a very white room, but I think I can get some cute wallpaper or something. Maybe we can do that together. So when I'm not here, when I'm back in Japan, we'll have friends helping us run it. I think it's going to be so cool to have this little space that I can come back to. I really want to spend a lot more time in England. I love it here. I've seen Japan top to bottom several times over, and I'm really excited to explore another country and take you guys around England with me because it's gorgeous. I didn't realize how amazing England was until I came here for the first time with Chris. It is the most beautiful country. I feel like anyone that lives in the UK takes it all for granted. You guys are living in the coolest place ever. I really want to do some travel vlogs here. I think that would be really fun. I really like doing the fossil hunting one, if you guys saw that video. I'm actually going back to Japan tomorrow now that I've done all the stuff that needed to be done here. I'm gonna go back to Japan for a while. Chris and I have a really cool trip planned for our birthdays, actually. Our birthdays are 2 days apart, and every year we like to do a little road trip or something to celebrate. So yeah, the next few videos, I'm gonna be back in Japan, and then I will come back to England and we can set up the office space together. The fun part, I can't wait. But I need to get packing because my flight leaves tomorrow morning. So let's do that. Everything's super last minute, always. Okay, I'm going to show you guys everything I got in England that I'm bringing back to Japan with me. I'm going to start with something soft to pad the suitcase. This is the cutest jacket that I got from Next. It was the last one on the rack, and it's not the size I normally would have gotten. This is an extra small. I'm definitely not an extra small, but it was so cute, and it's okay, like it fits. I wish it was bigger, but it's so cute. I couldn't pass it up. It's so good for Sakura season. Next is my skincare routine. Obviously, I didn't buy this in England, but this travels everywhere with me. Need my Korean skincare. I've had lots of questions about my skincare routine recently. I'll go into detail about it in a video soon. Oh my god, these are my new favorite thing. These are the Elegant Touch press-on nails. I've never used press-on nails in my life, but I don't have a nail artist here in England, so I got desperate and I went to Tesco and I found these press-on nails, and they're so good. I love them. So I bought 8 packs. Hopefully that will hold me over until the next time I come to England because they're my new favorite thing. They're so much fun. M&S sweet and salty popcorn. This stuff is so ridiculous. These are some books that I got here. The Great British Bucket List. This is a whole bunch of cool things to do in England, so I'm going to study that, and then we'll come back here and make some videos together. National Trust Book of Scones, and Need I Say More? This is amazing. This is probably one of the best books I've ever read. If you have been diagnosed with cancer, if you know somebody with cancer, or if you're just really curious about it or want to be healthy, this is a really good book to read. I highly recommend it. Lots of really good information in there. And the Sourdough Whisperer, because I really hope I'll learn how to make sourdough one day. This is one of those hobbies that I would love to pick up, but I just haven't had the time for, but I hope that will happen this year. Yorkshire Tea Cherry Bakewell Brew. This has been a hot topic on Instagram. I've seen that most people hate this and think it's disgusting and tastes really fake. I don't agree. I think it tastes really good. This is actually my favorite flavor of Yorkshire tea at the moment. I think it's really good. You tried it, let me know what you think. This is some art that I ordered online by Kiara Wan. She is a tattoo artist. She's really good at drawing cats, and her art is so cute. So I got this little art book of all the tattoos she's done. And then I got a few prints. One of them is hanging in my office here in England, and this one is going back to Japan with me. I'll put those in here for now, but I'm going to protect them better later. The best smelling hand soap I've ever smelt. I just realized my entire luggage is pink. I didn't plan this. I just like pink things, apparently. If you're in Tesco and you see this, do yourself a favor and buy it. It smells so good. The cutest mugs. I think these were from Morrison's? I can't remember now. One of the grocery stores. Also pink. What the heck? Some makeup products. I didn't go too overboard this time. I got the Color Correct Enhancing Concealer by, I guess 17 is the brand. This was really cheap. It's just like a green color correcting concealer for red spots. And then this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Pro Pencil eyeshadow primer and color corrector. I always get some sort of makeup when I'm in England because they have skin tones that fit my skin, whereas it's really hard to get that in Japan. I am not one to wear perfume. I hate the scent of 99% of perfumes, but this is delicious. I found this in a little gift shop in England. The brand is Ampersand. It's a British brand. This scent, Boheme, smells like lemon and vanilla, kind of like a lemon meringue pie. It's sweet, but it's also fresh and citrusy. It's so nice. It's very desserty, but not in like a disgustingly sweet way. I think this will be so good for summer. And that is everything fun that I got in England that I'm bringing back with me. The rest of my suitcase I'm going to pad with my clothes and boring stuff, but that was all the fun stuff. Yeah, so I'm going to finish packing and I'll see you guys in Japan. Thanks for watching. Bye.